Welcome back to this Let's Play, The Last Remnant. Last time I finally learned the art Cachexia on Zolean, and I've completely rearranged my unions. Well, not completely, but largely rearranged them. There are essentially three melee groups. Dave here is being put in a melee group, and Caedmon is as well, because I don't really have space for a second full Mystic group. So there are three combat unions with summons. There's Glenys' group, which is just sort of my fourth combat group, and then Zolean's unit. Zolean's unit is a little interesting because, well, I've turned off essentially all of their attacks, except for the single choice of Cachexia. So it should come up every turn. I also made sure that the union as a whole generates at least 67 AP each turn, otherwise it won't come up because they don't have enough AP to cast it. I'm hoping that it'll come up every turn. It's no guarantee, but it's more likely than not. And we do get a guest union for this fight, but it's no joke. The Fallen shtick, more or less, is that the end of every turn it does something really nasty. Sometimes that really nasty is really nasty, sometimes that really nasty is just kinda nasty, but, well, it's all bad. And the purpose here is to tag it with Cachexia so that it doesn't have enough AP to use whatever monstrosity it's about to throw at us. Not that, you know, its basic attack speed. Well, I was hoping I would get a, apocalypse that hits no one. What kind of apocalypse is that? Anyway, I was hoping that I would get a summon, but I didn't, so I'm just gonna have to deal with it. One slight quirk is he gains his AP when he acts. So if you use Cachexia too early in the turn, he will kind of get around it. Alright. I'm going to have these groups break off so that they can heal. Windgale there got lucky. Windgale is going to be a member of my party soon enough, but you have to get through this fight in order to do that. You also, of course, obviously have to do this fight if you want to do the I have done all the quests quest. Unfortunately, this is one of the unions that's actually deadlocking him. So hopefully his lack of AP there will still translate into a lack of AP for his end of turn. Nope. Blackout's not too bad, though. Compared to what the other things do. At the end of the 10th turn, he instantly wins. He has an attack which insta-kills all your characters. 10 turns is, you know, should be enough time to kill him. Unfortunately, we just don't have anything. Well, good. We'll throw a Beowulf at it. So far we've been managing to avoid a lot of the end-of-turn stuff. Apocalypse is kind of a joke. It sounds like it should be really, really bad, but it's not. It's just an attack, and it could theoretically hit a couple unions, I guess, but it never does very much damage. Now, I said you had 10 turns to kill it. The reality is you have about 7. At the end of this, I believe it's the end of the 7th turn, he will do a move which will restore all his hit points. And obviously, if you haven't killed him in 7 turns, you're not going to kill him in 3. Like most bosses, he throws Miracle around. That was not what you guys were supposed to do. Oh, I don't want you guys healing. Well, that could be bad. Yeah, well, Cachexia came at the wrong time, so... I think we've lost, frankly. We'll see what happens. We're getting to the point in the fight where it's sort of him or us. Cachexia timing is way off. But it's not killing us, so... Sometimes he'll just do basic attacks, and his basic attacks inflict just insta-kill. Which, compared to the rest of the stuff he does, maybe not such a big deal. Okay, well... At this point, it's just... him or us. Miracles. I don't know if that can actually wear off. We got him! Good. He was almost to the turn where he's going to heal himself. I'll have to look at that. On the wiki you can actually look and see what the sort of the order of his attacks is. But got him on the first try. Imagine that.
Yeah!
That means nothing to me.
Excellent.
Only in death does one cease to grow.
And we pick up the Twilight of the Gods, the Götterdämmerung. Well, or maybe not. That's part of another achievement on the Xbox 360 version, which, well... This is not the Xbox 360 version, so we don't get it. And you get 250,000 gold, and the, you know, a variety of stuff. A lot of which is just trophies. Rush also learns the Ward's ability, which is honestly not an art I use very much. Orphic Ward is more or less gives you like the what is it called? Like the Talisman's Gift. It makes a union, each individual member of a union, immune to one mystical attack. The second level of wards is the immunity to one physical attack, and then there are some that are further up that really, I guess they're okay, but I've never really made much use of them. The only place where they're really, really useful is against Milton, and you fight Milton twice, and we've already fought him once, and honestly, you don't need it either time, so I probably won't bother with it. But here at the guild in Baluk, we have Wingale, and you know he costs money, but he costs a lot less than it took to recruit him. And Wingale, let's just say there isn't much Wingale doesn't do. He's got a lot of fighty attacks. He's got invocations, evocations, hexes, remedies, psionics, and traps. He can actually learn all of the arcana, which is important because there's a class Warlock, which makes you immune to insta-kill effects, which you get by having all those things. I think I'm going to have to grind a couple of these skills up a little bit before he'll actually be able to learn the Arcana, but he is going to be one of my, my long-term Mystic Union leader. So, that's quite an episode, but that's it.